I'm with that fool. What it is?
I'm about to get started.
All right, bet.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel where we stack chips daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. I'm with the gang, the glue, and at the real Riley.
They
These are
already
my
know.
homeboys, man. Been in the markets for a while. And we got some fresh, exciting stuff to talk about on this video today. So we're gonna get straight into it. Y'all got anything before we get started?
Man, it's been a short week, New Year. Like, get to it. You know what I'm saying? Out of bed, I got to it right now. Like, let's see, got
Choppy to me. Kind of hard to really gauge it for real, but yeah, so far into the week in green, so that's always good.
Yes, sir. Stay green.
with
Y'all
it,
catch
man.
the
What up?
non-farm payroll that came out today? I catch that. I really peep it.
Nah, I ain't.
What was the numbers?
So the numbers on the non-farm were higher than expected. So they came in at 256,000,
Okay.
which is higher than what they forecasted. They forecasted 155,000. So basically 100,000 over.
And what was this for again?
So non-farm payroll.
What this was for again?
The non-farm payroll.
Non-farm
payroll. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go into details what that is, Bert?
Hey, I'm not sure what that is.
Non-farm payrolls is pretty much everything outside of farm, like it says, like the new payrolls coming in from the previous month. So this was for December, the December numbers. And you would think when somebody's talking about payrolls increasing, that'd be a good thing when it comes to the market. But in this case, it's not a good thing. For equity markets, it's a good thing for everybody who wants a job, looking for a job. People are hiring, right? But in the market terms, it's like, hey, inflation is like staying steady right now. Like inflation's not going higher, it's not coming down. So we probably don't need to lower rates because the labor market is really strong. That's how the Fed's looking at it. And as you can see in the market, when they ain't lowering rates, it's not good. It's not a good sign. People want that cheap money. They don't want to pay a lot for money.
Definitely, especially tech, because tech borrows a lot of money. And since they are the leading indicator, they're leading the market. That's bad for that. But I think everything gonna turn around just because also tech has a lot of new. That's what I'm looking for. A lot of their projects are going to be in the forefront this upcoming year. So a lot of projects are going to start seeing where this money was going, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a good time for the market. That's going to push some things
how you think like lately with all the like a lot of these jobs, as you can see, is getting rid of the DEI initiatives and stuff. How you think that's going to affect stuff? Like a lot of Amazon just got rid of theirs. Meta just told everybody they got rid of theirs. Like I'm pretty sure other companies is gonna follow, and they're trying to make it like, I guess the goal is to make it like everybody's some type of inclusion, some type of way. But I would imagine like getting rid of those type of programs that serve like minority groups would definitely have an effect on certain spaces. You know what I mean?
Man, I definitely agree with you on that in terms of the equity market. What this kind of podcast is geared towards. I don't know if it'll have an effect for real, because like companies like McDonald's getting rid of DEI.
Like is there gonna be any type of
DEI?
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there type like, you know what I mean? But I feel like they're more talking like corporate level than anything else. Like I don't think that they're like and that's what I mean. Like with this change at the corporate level, with these, you know, I really like, you know, even look at like Meta, like they're getting rid of freedom speech. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to be full on like say whatever you want. You know what I mean? Wild West. And I feel like tech, like the technology that we're using is kind of like an indicator of what the world will look like. You know what I'm saying? Like how things could go potentially. You know what I mean? Like, look, like They're pretty much like, they're trying to turn Facebook into X, and they're trying like, everybody's like kind of like trying to get on that one accord with, you know, Trump's, I guess, new initiatives or whatever. So I guess, you know, it's just curious, you know what I'm saying? Just to see like where things go after that, you know what I mean? With more people, more, you know what I'm saying? Cause like nowadays, bro, like I feel like people's voices really drive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, streamers, bro, they really got a lot of pull. It's not really talked about in the mainstream media.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like if you on the internet, bro, like they really got pull. Like if you're looking in the music industry, like if they say if something is hot, they are like the new tastemakers. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, these tastemakers could be in Facebook and Twitter, and they could drive industries. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
I'm
know,
gonna stop you right
just
there, because like the overarching theme is like politics. I feel like with the last administration, like Meta had to change up its rules. Like, hey, the people that are enforcing the rules is the Democratic Party. Like, they was running the show, and now they got a new regime coming in that's like really freedom of speech. Like, don't care what they say, don't care what they talking about. The Republican Party, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Zuck done switched up. He like, man, we getting rid of this now. He see Elon and Trump coat pockets, you feel me? Like, so he like, I'm trying to get on that bandwagon as well, because Trump gonna drive the policies pretty much, because he run his mouth so much, bro. So
that's what I'm
saying. To the market, you gotta. That's what I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying with his voice. That's the whole point of me bringing that up, bro. Like, this people's voice is really powerful. Is more powerful than ever, I feel like now. You know what I mean? So with the more you can say now, and how these trolls is, and now they trying to incorporate AIs, like they're trying to roll out AIs. But I know what AI is. AI ain't nothing but somebody like me coding, and I'm handling hundreds of thousands of profiles, and I can say da-da-da-da on this profile. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's interesting to see, like, you know what I mean? It's just interesting to see, like, just because like that was a big thing, like during the pandemic. Facebook was a real thing. That shit really drove a lot of shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? That like people's conversation, like the health, like, bro, that was like, bro, that speech is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? You know, like we just see trolls and stuff, but you know, I don't want to get caught up on the topic. You know what I'm saying? We keep moving, but like, it's just
that's a good point, because the TikTok shit coming to the forefront right now. Like, we don't control TikTok as a nation, and now they're trying to get rid of TikTok because like China controls it, and they can kind of use the AI to the algorithms to kind of pitch whatever they want to pitch to our people.
That's a real thing, and that's what Trump is trying not to do. I remember when I was living over there, bro, like you can I was over there for like 2 weeks. We was over there. Like, you can get on YouTube, you can get on Facebook. It's censored though. Like the video, like if you type in LeBron James, the videos that pop up here is not gonna pop up there. You know what I'm saying? They really control what you do. You know what I mean? So it's like, with that being said, they are pushing us certain things. That's why it's a whole bunch of, yeah, bro. That's what they're doing to us, and that's what Americans see. Because when you go over there and you go on they TikTok, that shit is teaching you how to farm, teach you how to do shit. It's educational for them. But for us, it's like they like really making it. It's like a mental warfare that they doing on us. You know, like, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna get all into that. I'm gonna keep it, you know, politics. I mean, you know, money and stocks, but it all tie in together, and they push the market. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like TikTok really like social media thing. You know what I mean?
People make a living on TikTok. So bro, like, if that junk go haywire,
like, bro,
everybody gonna run back to Facebook or X.
Or Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Or something else will pop up. But it's got to be like, that gap got to be filled. And I feel like, me personally, I don't think they're gonna get rid of TikTok. I think they just want to have a headquarters in America. Like, hey, y'all can do business over here, but we need some type of regulation for our people, because y'all not just finna, you know what I mean? And I think that's what they'll come to some type of. It's gonna come to some type of agreement where it's a headquarters here. You know what I mean? In my opinion, because I don't think you like, bro.
Yeah,
that joint too powerful.
Hey. Facts. We gonna see. I'm with you.
Yeah, that joint way too powerful. Oh, but speaking of that, I had like I want to show something. You know, they had just dropped like the World Economic Forum and that joint just came out. It's like a little 290 like PDF I was reading today just about the trends and stuff.
You know what I mean? That?
So like it's just it's the World Economic Forum. It's kind of like the plans for the world or like where we're going in the next 5 years. And I was just gonna show this little, you know what I mean, PDF that I found real quick, and just wanted to highlight this real quick. I ain't gonna get all into that, but just like these, you know, this is this kind of the trends, you know, that you're seeing coming forth. You know, as you can see, this is a share of employers' surveys that identify, you know, these technology trends that's likely to drive business transformation. Obviously, AI processing. And then we got robotics. And then we got third with energy. Keith, you always talking about energy. You always talking about energy. And then we got materials and composites. And then Keith, you talk about semiconductors. And you've mentioned semiconductors before, just like the building of it. And, you know, it was just a cool kind of thing that I thought was kind of like, you know, interesting to see like where we going and like, you know, potentially what sectors to look into in the next, you know, if, you know, long-term investing and things to come. You know what I mean? But it's, you know, it's a nice little PDF of just where, like, you know, just the future of like what, like, you know, skills, what's coming, what you need to be looking for, you know, these macro trends, you know what I'm saying? Just like these trends that are driving businesses, you know what I mean? And then, you know, it was just a nice little read that I thought I could share.
I was definitely working.
I know this week they had the CES, the Consumer Electronics show in Vegas, and where all the tech companies come and share what they're working on, talking about AI, of course, is at the forefront, and how can they use AI for robotics, for energy, for like everything on that list. Honestly, like they could use the AI to make better semiconductors and then have the AI make the semiconductors in a manufacturing type of facility and push them out, right? So one thing on that list that I know we mentioned in the previous video, but the quantum stocks, like when that jump really take off, it's gonna go crazy, and it's gonna even
I'm seeing that
greater than AI, because just the physics around it is like next level compared to kind of what we're doing now. It's like right now it's ones and zeros, and then quantum is like different than ones and zeros. It'll like blow your mind for real. But like the NVIDIA CEO was pretty much like, hey, that ain't gonna happen for 15 plus years. So don't even worry about it. AI is here to stay right now. So
yeah, yo. And he just pretty much, so it's been like it started with the chats, the chat bots. You know what I'm saying? It's been like steps, incremental steps that this guy's been putting on. You know what I'm saying? It started with the chats. Then the next level was the generative AI. You know what I mean? It was, okay, we could talk to somebody and somebody's talking to, we already have pre-selected things and da-da-da. That was AI. That was like phase one. Then the next phase was, okay, we need to have, if I say something to you, something is saying something back to me. That was phase two. Phase three was where we went is, well, generative AI now. That's phase three. Okay, if I type this and then I do this, now it's about to be hardware. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the next 5 years, robotics is gonna be a hot thing. Robotics. I really like robotics. You know what I mean? Just from that's where they're gonna start implementing things, because they want AI they want material AI. You know what I mean? Not only because I was a part of a project. I don't have to get too deep in it, but it was pretty much just like an AI vending machine. You know what I mean? It was just something as simple as an AI vending machine.
Yeah.
And that was last year. And it didn't really kind of pop like we thought. So they kind of sidelined it. But it's still in that early phases. Like I said, I feel like if they try it next year or a year later, different results, because it's implementation. You know what I'm saying? It's like engineering with us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why I feel like those glasses, Meta glasses, really hot, man. I'm telling you, like that's gonna be like that, like next wave of here. You know what I mean? And I can be in my own world with Glad. Like, bro, I'm telling you, all the eyewear people are gonna try to get behind it. In my opinion, I could just see that.
Man, I would add to that with all the AI, the energy sector. Man, I've been thinking about, all right, so AI is blowing up. Data centers, they need data centers to run the generative AI and like house all that information to run those large language models, those LLMs, to like get the chat GPTs of the world, to get all the robots, working. Because, and when you have AI, you have a robot or robots out there, they pretty much have like a multiverse, like a different area where they kind of train the AI, but not in the real world. It's like virtual, like a virtual machine. If you're in a computer, Keith's telling me about virtual machines a minute ago, Glue. But the energy behind all that stuff, you got to power that stuff, man. Like, it's going to run on batteries. You're going to have to plug it in. Where are we going to get all this new energy from? Like, with the climate change that's going on, all these fires in California and stuff like that, that stuff is crazy, bro. Like, we're not going to be, well, of course, if Trump in office, we still going to be pumping gas and not pumping gas, pulling gas from the ground. Oil, they still going to have them oil rigs.
I'm not sure. Shelling. That's a good question, though. That's a good point.
But they need some alternative types of energy, and like hydrogen, nuclear energy. They starting back up nuclear plants.
I was gonna talk on that. I just seen that
with the data center. So yeah, I think energy is gonna have a good year for the next couple of years as well.
I can see that. That's like they running mates. That's correlation right there. You know what I'm saying? Energy in the battery and energy in the chip. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely like what you said. That's definitely a correlation with just like what's powering these, because
check this out.
Like that's very.
That's oil, right? That's the oil chart.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to do something. This one I'm watching right here for a break.
Oil look crazy. Oil look good though. Oil look good, but I mean, oil was hot when he was in anyway. You feel me? So
$100 a barrel.
Yeah, oil gonna be oil.
That's what they want.
Yeah, oil gonna be back. Oil gonna be back. Energy gonna be back. And like I said, back to sticking on with AI, bro. I'm just saying, like, so the implementation part, I told you, like you said, Bert, like now they got to the point where what's gonna run these things, you know what I mean? And we at that point where like humans are still running the AIs, or that's kind of what they want, you know what I mean? But eventually they want to replace the person that's running the AIs, you know what I mean? So it's like the workplace is gonna look very different in 10 years.
Yeah, good.
Like from every, and I'm talking about from every, like, think about from
just truck driving.
I was just about to say truck driving, self-driving trucks. Yeah. They got stuff in healthcare now. They got stuff in there's a project that they're working on now, to where when you go to this website, all right, they got this thing where they're training this model. When you go to this website, they show you one page, they show you this page, and then they show you another page, and then another page. But the whole time, the idea of it is they're trying to make what page to show a customer to make sure that it converts to a sale. And they're like, they're trying, you know what I mean? And they're trying to make like, put that all in, like, okay, this picture works. Like if they use this picture, 80%. If they use, and then once they go through that funnel, what's the next picture that makes it look? And then in that funnel, and it's like, it's real crazy. It's like,
man, you talking about that, and like I be talking with my wife, and you know, everybody got a phone that uses AI, and you talk about some stuff, hop on your phone, now you're getting ads for it, and people are suing Apple because Siri's listening to everybody's conversations.
Everybody.
And they're pulling that data from AI. They probably transcribing it.
It's training it. It's been training us. It's training it. Yeah.
But they've been doing stuff like that. That's how they sell your information. They sell that information.
Yeah. So you got a profile somewhere in the cloud of everything that you like, that you do, that you talk about, and then somebody could purchase that and kind of know
forget,
your whole
don't
life
forget,
story.
you remember like in old, like the iPads and iPhones from like 08 to like, not 08, but like from 2016 to 2020 with the biometrics too. They got your phone, they got your hand, they got your eye. You remember that with the thumb touch? They got everything, you know what I mean? And to talk about what you just said, you just mentioned something. There was something I went, with the I was talking to somebody about that too. What's next is also that's coming this year. When you go on these websites, it's gonna have ChatGPT already integrated to it. Like it's already, you're gonna be able to go to a website and AI is gonna have your profile already. It's gonna, like, especially if you have a login to your, like, say you go to Fashion Nova and you have a login and Fashion Nova makes you log in. AI is gonna look at your past purchases and recommend you like, and the recommendation are gonna be so like crisp and so tight. It's gonna make you're gonna be like, yo, this is me. You know what I mean? Like, you literally no, I'm telling you, that's how good it's gonna get.
You know what I mean? Life easier.
That's what they want. I'm telling you, bro. Like you literally gonna be able to go on there and be like, wow, I didn't even have to think. I didn't even have to. It's like it already knew what I was thinking.
Yeah, so that leads me to like some businesses that are like taking off in like different areas outside of tech. And that's like the lifestyle type of business, lifestyle type of companies that curate experiences for people outside of technology.
That's hot. That's hot. That's a hot sector right there. That's hot.
Yeah. So like,
that's hot.
Luxury travel, like having experiences, events.
Like, cause everybody's stuck in their house. Everybody's dying for real life experiences. You know what I'm saying? Especially those people that's another thing I always said that. That's why, like, when we started down here in Atlanta, that's why when we had, me and my partner, like 2-3 years ago, we had this little thing where we had called it Central Park Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Where we just go to the park and tell people pull up and whatnot. We had a camera out and talking, like, they was really like, it wasn't nothing too crazy or nothing. But like the young niggas, they was like, they was fucking with it, and people was coming. They was like, yo, we'll keep it going. You know what I mean? We ain't do it too long. We did it for like a summer, but it was just like that energy. Like, damn, these niggas, like, people missing real interaction. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, people will pay top dollar for certain experiences, bro. You know what I mean? And that's just gonna keep elevating, because I feel like people is so overstimulated from their phones and just life in general. You know what I'm saying? Just either they mad at their life because they looking at something that they, you know what I mean? But them life, like bro, it's snowing today, bro. It was so many people at Piedmont Park, like snowing. Like they went to the park and they snowing. People is skiing. People is snowboarding in Atlanta. People are snowboarding in Atlanta. Like you feel me? And it's like, bro, one group of people put out a message and it flooded everything, and people, like, that's really big, bro. Like now, like that's gold mines to me. Like you said, lifestyle.
So like you said, snowing in Atlanta.
Man, all this AI shit remind me of the Matrix, for real. Like they had the agents going after Neo. Like everybody gonna have to have the agents,
man. I'm telling you, bro. It's like,
you gotta have some agents on your team working for you.
No, for real. No, for real, bro. I'm telling you, like, I got it to now. Like, even at my job, like, I'm kind of, like, I wasn't really good at it at first, but I'm big into automation now. Like, I got a lot of reports that just automated now, because it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot easier. You know? That's just how they want life too, man. It's just like them little steps that they can replace you with or whatever, you know what I mean? And I think security, though, if you want security, is you got to learn how to just pretty much operate and run them. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's still going to have some type of manual process that, you know what I mean? Whether it's plugging it back up at the end of the day and giving it its first orders, like, it's still going to be some type of, you know what I mean? Still going to be there. We ain't got that far yet.
No, we got that. So, man, we had a big red candle. I always look at the S&P when I'm gauging how the market is. You can look at the NASDAQ, different indices. But man, hey, I gotta give it up for my man Glue, my man Riley, because y'all called this shit this week, bro. Earlier this week, y'all was like, it's gonna be red. And since then, since Monday, it's been red. Y'all can go back to the video, watch it. But we've been on a downtrend, and I think we filled this 577 gap right here. Let me see if I'm good with some lines now, because I don't be drawing lines. All right. I think we filled this gap down to this level right here. We got close today. We hit 579, 578.55, a 1.5% move. Crazy. We went down 9 points. And it was all data driven. Like we talked at the beginning of the video, the non-farm payrolls came in high. People are hiring. The labor market is strong. Why should we cut rates? Kind of the market was saying we're going to cut rates twice next year. Now they're saying we may not even cut rates this year in 2025 again, just because of how strong the labor market is. But I will say we got some more data coming out this week. So the way I like to trade, I like to wait for the data before I take positions. And typically data comes out before the market opens around 8:30. So I'm on my phone trying to figure out, all right, it's 8:30. What's the data for today? So I can that's like my North Star when it comes to trading, how the market's going to react to it. And with the data coming next week, I think we could fill this gap for real. If the PPI is not good, gap filled. Do we continue lower the next day? The CPI is on Wednesday. I don't know. What y'all think?
I see a reversal. Like you said, you talked about that gap. All right. So yeah, like I said, we coming back. Bert said, he said that gap was gonna get filled. I definitely could see that gap being filled because, and this is NVIDIA I'm looking at. I definitely could see that gap being filled. I do see NVIDIA just being choppy still, but I'm anticipating a reversal. Like I said, it's still in this FEG, or it's still in that fair value, and that fair value is like right here. It's holding that fair value gap pretty good. And the fair value gap is right here. So like I'm looking, like you said, Bert, if it does gap down, I'm looking for it to touch that. It could touch that. It very well could gap down, like you said, and close that gap, because it does have some room to come down to this fair value gap right here. And I feel like it'll give it a little tap, but I definitely see a reversal because it wants to grab that extra liquidity, and it's just AI is just too hot right now for me to just, you know what I mean? And I just this is NVIDIA. I'm gonna look at SPY real quick. But we get, just look at that joint together too.
I fuck with it. Another thing, earnings season is coming up. Like it's about to start rolling, starting next week. So I think NVIDIA's earnings is like late January, early February. I'll get the date for you while we on this call.
Yeah, this on the hourly right here. I want to see it. I want to see it fill too, Bert. But it look like it's a double bottom right here forming, so it could kind of like, reversal.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, like you said, depending on the news, that news is gonna be very, you know what I mean? It's gonna be very telling because this literally could go either direction next week.
It's in no man's land.
Yeah, this is like this is where you do not want to like wait till after 10:30. That's all I want to say. But it's always gonna pay off. I still think a reversal later on this week. I'm still bullish. Still bullish overall this month. We are coming into that middle of the month. I like what you said. I like it. It lines up with me. You know what I mean? Like how Keith be saying it's gonna get choppy this week. I feel like it's gonna take some red, get a little choppy for a while, and then boom, right? We right back in bulls territory.
Hey, I'm waiting to hear what the glue guys.
Let the market tell you what it's gonna do. Wait on the retest. Especially markets like this. Small retest. Wait on the retest. I could play. But better probabilities at that point. Size up. Risk always your risk though. number one. Risk management is number one.
That's facts. You gotta be picky.
I don't know. Yeah, this level on S&P is kind of older than me. It's been proven to hold in the past. If it break, play the break. But I don't know. Got to break for me to be confident in it, because it held too many times. I'm sure.
I see a little run though. I see just a little run. You know what I mean?
But we've been making higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows.
Lower highs.
Mm-hmm.
So a low get taken out, a high get taken out.
I can see a little reversal heading towards probably not this week, but like, at the end of this week, at the end of next week, and get real strong towards inauguration, and then just take off after inauguration.
We might get a Trump rally. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying a Trump rally. I'm gonna say it right now.
Talk about.
No, for sure.
Y'all be at them Trump rallies, yo.
I ain't gonna say that, but I just he definitely. I anticipate him once he get in there to the moon. Like, bro, this is the time to buy after like all this noise settle down. After like, because it's a lot of
crypto gonna take off.
Crypto gonna take off. Bitcoin gonna take off.
As soon as we get close to the 20th, once crypto start rising.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nvidia won something. Did Nvidia do a stock split?
No,
they did a couple of
last year.
Yeah,
they got some. They doing a couple of them this year coming up.
Nah, they did a couple of them over the past 2-3 years.
Yeah, the last one just happened last year, like months ago.
August or over the summer?
Probably like August,
It's just super affordable. You know what I mean?
Over summertime.
Who wouldn't want a stock of Nvidia, and in 5 years that joint sitting at 500? You know what I mean?
So inauguration on a Monday, not next Monday, but that following Monday.
That's what I said. This week,
we might rally.
That's what I said. This week it get that gap fill, like Bert say. This week that gap fill get real choppy. Thursday, Friday after the news from Monday and Tuesday come out, here we come.
Trump rally.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm telling you, Thursday it's gonna be some type of news though. Like that's like, bro, I'm starting to see like, bro, everything is like the WWE, bro. Like if you think no, bro,
it's scripted.
Everything is just like the WWE, bro. It like Vince McMahon will get the show will be set, and it's gonna be some type of event or something that happened next week that let us know. That's going to either confirm what we saying or deny what we saying. But I'm telling you, there's going to be some type of, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, bro, let's just watch and see how this week play out. And we could reconvene on like, okay, I think it was this, I think it was that. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's going to be something that's going to be like, yeah, it's about to go up. You know what I mean? Whether it's an event in basketball, whether there's some type of like significant event is going, look, college football, Ohio State finna win. Bro, that's so red. Come on, man. I'm just saying, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I just like correlation. That's all. And college football is it's in Georgia. It's very red back. I'm just saying, man. It's correlations, man. Correlations.
Tell them what you're saying, man.
Correlations. That's all.
I just like what you're saying.
Just signs, man. You know what I mean? I like, hey, it's not. I just think it ain't no surprise that Taylor Swift was up there and Patrick Mahomes and he winning. Taylor Swift and the Dems go together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Correlation.
Fan base don't went up.
I just really think like I said, bro. I think in terms of WWE with the world, bro. It's all like a stage, man. And I say that because I'm just thinking of it like I don't want y'all to say like, oh, he thinking WWE like wrestling. No, I'm thinking WWE like it's ran like a bit. It's ran like a business and a show. It's both. Yeah. It's a show and a business. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because like what he would do is Vince McMahon will pump up a superstar and give him a run, and he'll win. Just for him to lose 2 weeks later to Triple H, somebody we always knew. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's always kind of orchestrated. You know what I mean? Like something has to happen for this to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little, that's just how businesses work. From what I've seen, I worked in certain business. That's how I seen behind the curtains. You know what I mean? So,
nah, that's a good analogy. For real. Appreciate y'all boys for tapping in. If you watching this video, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. We dropping videos every day. Glue had the pre-market scans that would have made you a ton of money this week. Shit, today, honestly, Riley having charts made you some money this week. Tap in with us. We'll see y'all next time.
Sure.